Series, and they're racing at Iowa this week. We've got a nice little field going today, and we're looking forward to a good race. I'm going to be joined today by Slugger, and Badfast is going to get in here in just a moment as well, and we're going to be broadcasting the race for you today. Slugger, you in here?
Yes, I am in here.
Awesome. If you don't mind shooting, you're good. If you don't mind shooting Badfast an invite, getting him in here, I actually don't have him added just yet.
I do. What was it? I was just texting a little bit off about caution procedures real quick.
Awesome. Alright, looks like they're getting going. We have Electric Blade in the 19 car starting on the pole again. And he's shown all season so far that he is a fast car and he's one to be reckoned with. Alright. Let's go ahead and get Badfast in here. And I can't seem to find anybody's stream that is currently up that's in the race. Looks like Electric Blade got into the wall a little bit. Is that the 2 of Finchy Fanatic that maybe took the lead there? It is. Looks like they have a nice little battle going for the lead already.
Faith is live right now, by the way.
Okay. I am on his YouTube, but nothing is showing up. Oh, here we go. Alright, there we go. I did shoot Badfast an invite, but he's not in yet. Looks like Electric Blade has taken the lead back. As we're going to change the cameras around and kind of get going here. As the 21 car of Mystic Spook is already in the pits here. That's an interesting call. So we take it back up to the leader of Electric Blade.
I'm just cycling through the field right now, just seeing who's racing who. Oh, we got the 21 in the pits already.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting call. Could that be a little early strategy call? Maybe get a setup in, put a fast lap down, and you know, just getting ready for stage 2, I suppose?
Yeah, it's only a 62 lap race, so probably going to be a 2-stop race.
That's right, and we're taking, oh, Badfast will not be joining us as he is actually in the race.
Yes, he's actually in the 7 car because Herman cannot make the race. I know
That's
my
right.
driver, the 51, a Psycho Man, cannot make it. So Badfast is subbing for Herman tonight.
That's for sure. As we ride along with Badfast here, as he's trying to make a move up, try to get that second spot from Walking by Faith, but it seems that the outside line is kind of holding a little bit stronger as he falls back to P4 behind Storm Rooster as well. So we've got a nice little battle going here for the top 4 positions. Well, really 2 through 4, as Electric Blade once again is just pulling away from the field.
Oh, look at that. We got Storm Rooster looking underneath the 22, Walking by Faith. Oh, nope. He's just tagging in right behind him.
You know, it seems that a lot of these drivers so far are seeming to favor the middle to high line on this track, and seems to be working pretty well so far. Anything to say on that, Slugger?
Yeah, Iowa's a track where you need lots of momentum. As the 22 gets in the wall, and he gets into the 61, but everything looks to be fine. Oh, a little bit more contact.
Ooh.
But yeah, you're definitely going to need some momentum here at Iowa, so the middle to high line is the best line to go here.
Yeah, I agree with that. As we're going to ride along here with Storm Rooster. And Storm Rooster's one of those guys that he's dominated a few races himself. And he's always got a fast car out on the track, and he's looking to get his way up towards the front each time. And right now he's doing just that, as he's riding in P2 at the moment, trying to chase down Electric Blade. As we've got the 7 of Badfast trying to make his way in, and a little bit off is sneaking his way up too. He said, I want to join the party.
Yeah, this looks like it might be a race for second place right here, as Electric Blade is pulling away. Ooh, the 22 got in the 7 real quick right here.
Alright, let's ride along with the 7 as it looked like the 22 may have made a little bit of contact with the wall going into it. As the 7's looking to make a move on him on the low side. And he's going to clear him, it looks like. As the 7 of Bad Fast. As we've got a car going down into the infield here. See if we can get to whoever it was. I believe that was the 2 of Finchy Fanatic that went down into the grass coming off turn 4. Let's make our way back up to... Oh, we have a car going around on the back.
Yeah, the 2 went around again. He must have hit that little spot on the track that's going to get you around coming out of 2.
Yeah, he might be running his car a little too loose right now. It might just be a little difficult for him to handle, but he's got it back going straight again, so we're going to stay green. We're going to work our way back up here to the leader again. As we get back to Electric Blade, as he is just pulling away, it seems like he's got about a 1 or 2 second lead right now in the rest of the field as Storm Rooster's looking to try to catch up to him.
Dude, the 00 just hit the wall coming out of 2 right there. I know he's not as experienced here as most others, but you know, it looks like he probably just got a little loose and got up into that wall or over the corner.
Yeah, that's right, and I tell you what, they are actually on the final lap of the stage here as they're coming to finish it out. And we kind of have a little battle for second place going between Storm Rooster and Herman. As Bad Fast takes this, or I apologize, Electric Blade takes the stage 1 victory, followed by Storm Rooster, and I believe Herman still was behind him just by about a bumper there.
Bad Fast in the 7, remember that.
Yes. And then we've got Little Bit Off coming in P4. Walking by Faith in the 22 coming P5. So that rounds out your top 5 for the first stage here. And just another dominant stage by Electric Blade. Is the other cars just really didn't seem to have anything going for them. Slugger, you think they're going to be looking to make some changes here, put in some quick changes in their cars and kind of
I believe
just trying to catch
so.
them?
I mean, yeah, it's only 14 laps, so I might stay out right here. 28 laps on a load? Yeah, I would definitely do that and pit after stage 2. That's going to be a little bit longer of a run.
That's for sure. It does seem that a couple guys are staying out at the moment. Looks like P-Dog and Down and Out Racing have yet to choose or elect to pit. But looks like they might just be coming in at the last second here.
Well, the 21's coming in 2 laps down, but he's going to get his lap back right here. Must have ran it really loose and needed to change it.
That's for sure. It was an interesting call with him pitting on the first couple of laps there, but we're getting going again as Bad Fast makes a move on pit road, moves up to P2. And they're all going to be chasing down Electric Blade and the 19 up front.
Yep, the 7 car looks to be losing spot to the 61, but he has that high line, so he's getting a run coming off of 2 as long as the 61 doesn't touch him. And the 7 did get that run, and that 22 seems to follow.
The 61 of Storm Rooster looks on the low side trying to catch up to the 19 of Electric Blade here. But as we mentioned earlier, the high line just seems to be preferred.
Yeah, he's still trying to make that work or trying to get up right now, but Walking by Faith is not going to let him up. Ooh, a little bit off. Looks like he had a little loose, but he saved it. The 51 is trying to follow suit. Oh, the 98 just pounded the wall.
That's for sure, and that's going to be a momentum killer. Is a little bit off. He's done very well in our past few races. If I recall, he was the winner last week at Chicagoland, right?
Yes, I do believe so. I'm going to go look at the results, but I believe it was him. Oh, looks like Storm Rooster got in the wall, too.
That's for sure, and it just appears that we have a 3-car battle for the lead at the moment between Electric Blade with Bad Fast on his bumper, hungry to pass him. Looks to go on the inside, try to make a pass. He might get it done. Let's see if he clears him. As Electric Blade gets the run off of 2 and maintains it. With Walking by Faith in 3rd there, he's hungry to catch up to him. So we'll see. Kind of those 3 cars are kind of pulling away from the rest of the pack. But as we were mentioning earlier, the 98 a little bit off. I believe he did win the race last week at Chicagoland. And narrowly got second place the week before at Kansas. He was very close to catching Storm Rooster after Storm Rooster's dominant race there and win there.
Yep, yeah, a little bit off. Did win. Yeah, Electric Blade was trying to pass, but he could not get the pass going on that final lap. We got a battle between a little bit off and the 21 back here.
Let's go ahead and ride along with them then. as we are on board now with a little bit off, and we're going to take a look and see what he's got going. He's riding on the low line, which will be a little bit interesting, trying to get past the 21 car.
Looks like he's making it work as long as he can get up there on a straightaway.
That's for sure. As it looks like he cleared him. Might have got a little loose coming off of the turn there, but did clear the 21 and gets the position. So we're going to go back up to the leaders here, as it seems to be a two-car battle right now between Electric Blade and Bad Fast. As Bad Fast is hungry to make that pass, you can see he's looking high, he's looking low. He's just trying to find a place to get around Electric Blade.
Yeah, I might be smelling a bump and run coming here at the end of the race as it's these two up front.
I wouldn't be surprised. I know a lot of these guys are they're hungry for wins. A lot of them have been very close to wins. We've got a lot of fast drivers in the field for sure. And I tell you what, we're coming towards the end of the stage here. We have 6 laps to go in stage 2. This race is going by awfully quick, and now is going to be the time where they're going to start having to make their moves if they're going to make them.
Yeah, it sure is. Like I said, it's going to be a really short race today. Dude, the 51's looking low on them 22 walking by faith. He may have made a little bit of contact.
It might appear so, as he shot right by him. As we're going to go back and ride along with the 51 here of P-Dog. P-Dog and Faith, they have their fair share of their banter back and forth, as we see in the Elite Series. As if you recall from Atlanta Monday. Oh, we got a car into the infield here. Let's see who it is. It's the 61 of Storm Rooster.
Oh, he's on the wall.
He's getting a little loose. He saved it, though. He kept it going straight. He is going to lose quite a few spots after that, though.
Yeah, it looks like he just got loose off the floor. He might be having a loose car.
That's for sure. And, you know, only a few laps to go left in the stage. Got to be thinking that they're going to be want to get in there and maybe tighten it up a little bit for the long run for the final stage. As he made a little bit of contact with the 98, a little bit off there going into the turn, and a little bit off made the pass on him. So we're going to jump back up to the leaders.
The 98's in the wall hard.
As we've still got quite the battle going on up front between Electric Blade and the 7 of Bad Fast.
Yeah, Bad Fast just made a move on him.
Looks like he took over first. Is he going to be able to get any of that high line and kind of get the run on him? We'll see here.
Yeah, we're coming to 2 to go on the stage right now.
I believe they're actually coming to 1 to go once they come around for turn 4 here. So,
yeah, white flag this time. Well, not white flag, but green and white flag this time by.
That's for sure. The 7 of Bad Fast, he was starting to look inside again there. As he's just going to stay behind him. Looks like he's going to try to get a run out of turn 3 and 4 on him.
Yeah, I think the 19 has this. There's too big of a gap right there. Oh, he drove in deep. He tried moving him. He's got to run though. He's not going to get him though.
No, as it is another dominant stage by Electric Blade in the 19 car. And he's shown it all season long in both the Intermediate and the Elite Series that he is always a car and a force to be reckoned with. He is always fast. He's always towards the front of the pack. And if you give him that clean air out front, he's going to hold on to it. He's going to be a tough one to pass.
Yeah, he's always fast. I mean, he finally got that win not last week, on Monday at Atlanta in the Elite Series.
That's for sure. And he had a couple tough breaks in the Elite Series prior to that with some incidents and some accidents on the last couple of laps when he was up towards the front of the pack. So it was a well-deserving win for the 20 of Electric Blade in the Elite Series. He runs the 19 in Intermediate, as we are going to have 33 laps in the final stage here. And you know, from the looks of it, this could be a they could run it all the way through on gas. It's going to be about how well they keep care of their tires and if their tires are going to make it the entire stage.
Yeah, I do believe they do have enough tires to go one full run here on tires and gas. Might be a little loose at the end, but they can definitely do it.
I was going to say, you probably would think that some of these guys might have tightened their cars up, as we did see some guys getting loose in the previous couple of stages and kind of losing their cars at time, but so far we've had a very clean race with no cautions once again in the Intermediate Series this week.
It looks like the 0-0 got in the wall right there at 3 and 4, but doesn't seem to affect him too much right there.
That's for sure. And you can see the 22 of Walking by Faith. He is hungry, looking to make a move on the 7 of Bad Fast. It's right there on his bumper.
Oh, 61's on the wall again, 3 and 4. Ooh, the 98's trying to make a move on the 51, and the 98's on the wall again. Ooh. Seems to be struggling tonight.
He does. He's normally got a very fast car, normally towards the front of the pack. Almost every race we've had so far, like we mentioned, he was the winner at Chicagoland last week, but he just doesn't seem to quite have it going for him tonight, as we have the 61 of Storm Rooster looking to make a pass on the 22 of Walking by Faith. You can see him getting up near the bumper into the turn there. We've got some more contact going in the back of the field between the 98 and the 21. We are going to ride on board with the 98 here and see what happens for a little bit.
And our leaders are still single file, and Electric Blade is pulling on that 7 car, Bad Fast.
I tell you what, I'm riding with the 98 right now, and he seems to definitely be struggling a little bit. He got into the wall again going there and lost quite a bit of space on the 21. And,
ooh, 61 just got in the 22, and I think the 61 just got in the wall. But he's still right behind that 22 car.
We are going to ride along with the 22 here as we see the 61 diving it down. Could we see a slide job coming out of the turn here from the 61 of Storm Rooster?
He's not going to...
Looks like he's going to do it. He pulls the slide job on the 22 of Walking by Faith to get the P3 position here. As we've got some good battles going on at the moment. We're going to try to ride along with the 61 for a little bit and kind of get his point of view from this.
Oh, and the 51's looking underneath that 22. Oh, nope, he came up a little bit. Said not this lap.
And as we mentioned earlier, the 61 of Storm Rooster, he was a dominant winner that we had at Kansas a couple weeks ago. He's got a very fast car each week. He had a couple problems there in Stage 2, as we did see him get loose a couple of times and didn't quite finish the stage where he wanted to, but of course here he is in Stage 3, right back with the leaders riding P3 at the moment.
Yep, he will definitely be one of our championship contenders here in this series.
That's for sure. And Slugger, I gotta ask you, out of these guys so far that do not currently run each week in the Elite Series, who are you looking for that might move up to the Elite Series coming into the next season, and who's going to be a force to be reckoned with if they come up?
Ooh, I mean, I would say Storm Rooster if he wanted to, but I know he wants to be in the intermediate full time.
Little contact between Storm Rooster and the 51 as the 61 of Storm Rooster goes around, makes contact with the 2 as well, and the 21 just gets right into him, and that is going to hurt for Storm Rooster as he was running P3 a couple laps ago and just seemed to get some issues there as the caution does come out for the first time this race. And we're going to jump out back to the front of the pack and ride along with Electric Blade. As
looks like Faith is loosening up his car a little bit. I think he was a little tight on that run. He went down a couple of clicks.
That's for sure. And it says they have 21 laps remaining, so they might just kind of be putting a little short run setup in here, hoping that they can get that short run speed and get it to last for the rest of the race here. As they're all trying to catch the 19 of Electric Blade, who's been dominant once again.
Looks like everyone's pitting except for Mike Kelly. Unless he's debating on a strategy. Oh no, Mike Kelly stayed out. Ooh, this is going to get interesting.
Alright, this is going to be interesting with the 01 of Mike Kelly. I believe he is new to the series, so we don't have too much information on him, but he's running the 01 car this week as he takes his first lead and quickly gets passed by the 19 of Electric Blade off the restart.
Yeah, looks I think like he's just trying to let him go by.
That is what it appears. He may have accidentally not pitted, as we have some cars around. It's the 2 of Finchy Fanatic along with the 00, I believe, of Down and Out Racing that both went around there, and the caution does come out. And this goes to the common phrase that we talk about all the time in the Elite Series, that cautions breed cautions. Slugger, they ran a very clean race with no cautions until about halfway through this final stage here. Do you think we're going to see a couple more cautions pop out as these drivers are continuing to drive pretty hard and try to get their positions? Alright, looks like we do have a few guys that are going to be pitting again, as it does appear that everybody's going to be on the lead lap coming to this restart now.
Yep, yeah, back to your caution thing. I do believe there might be another caution. Most of these guys do race in the Elite Series, and if anyone's been following that, we've been having a lot of cautions lately. Lots of aggressive driving. Oh! As we already got contact.
That's for sure. You have to think that these guys at this point are just, they want to get every position that they can, and they're going to race hard to do it. As we see the 61 of Storm Rooster shoot way down to the low side, looking to put a slide job up, but he keeps it out of him. As the running order at the time being is the 19 of Electric Blade in first, the 7 of Bad Fast running in second. I believe, let's see here, that's the 51 of P-Dog running in third, with the 22 of Walking by Faith in fourth, and the 61 of Storm Rooster rounding out the top 5.
So we're going to get that 51 car.
We're going to ride along with the 7 car of Bad Fast here, as there seems to be a little 3-car battle going on here for positions 2 through 4. As the 51 looks to go onto the inside, does not quite get the run out of the turn, and he might lose a position to the 22 of Walking by Faith as well.
Yeah, he's high in the corner right now. Looks like he's going to get a really good run off the corner, and yet he does.
That is for sure. And I tell you what, Slugger, we are coming to 10 laps to go in the race here, as your leader, as it has been the entire race, is still the 19 of Electric Blade, as he is just pulling away from the rest of the field again. As we have the 22 of Walking by Faith, he's looking to make a move on the inside and just decides to go back up to the high line here.
Yeah, if anyone can hear my mic clicking, sorry about that. I got some noise going on in the background right now, and I'm trying to keep as quiet as I can.
If it's any consolation, I can't hear any of it, so.
Oh, the 22 gets in the 7 a little bit. 7's looking a little loose.
They're drag racing to the turn 1 here, as the 22 is going to fall back in line. As the 51 gets into the wall. Might have been a little contact there from the 22 of Walking by Faith. As it just appears that the 19 is just pulling away even more at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be the main battle till the end of the race, the next 7 laps.
That's for sure. And Slugger, I gotta ask you here, if you're the 19 of Electric Blade at this point, are you taking it a little bit easy, making the tires hopefully last a little bit longer and just making sure you don't get loose, or are you just going balls to the wall and trying to just gun it the rest of the way and maintain that lead that he has?
Yeah, I'm just trying to hit my marks right now. If you're off your marks right now, you're going to hit that part of the track that's going to spin you out. You got to keep running your line. Don't change anything.
I agree 100%.
Wave right now.
Alright, we are going to ride along here with the 22 of Walking by Faith for a little bit, as him and the 51 seem to have a nice little battle going. With the 61 of Storm Rooster, he was sneaking up behind him trying to get into the mix. Let's see what we have here for the 3rd and 4th position. So he's making a run on the 7 here.
Yeah, if I was at 51 car, I might be nudging Faith for a position right here at the end of the race.
That's for sure. There's definitely been a little bit of contact between the two so far in this stage, as the 22 of Walking by Faith is looking to get by Bad Fast and number 7 car.
Yeah, Bad Fast is not racing for points right here. Faith is, so Faith is looking to get that extra point right there.
That's for
Oh, he's
sure.
almost making contact. Oh, he's right on his bumper.
All right, we are coming to 3 to go, 3 laps to go, as these guys are going to want to be battling hard as we have a car around. The 61 and the 51 go around. Are we going to have a caution from that? Let's see. We do. We have a caution. Looks like we're going to have an overtime finish here at Iowa.
Oh, this is going to get crazy right here.
And Slugger, you called it as we talked after the last caution there, and you said you thought there would be one more caution in this race, and you predicted it perfectly. As
Yep, I thought it was going to be at the on a restart, but nope. 51 got loose coming out of 4 right here. Oh,
That's
Faith is
sure.
pitting.
And Slugger, what's your play here? If you're in the top few positions here, are you going to stay out and go ahead and try to run on your worn tires, or are you going to get in and try to get fresh tires and make sure you have enough fuel to last?
Oh, right now, yeah, everyone seems to be pitting right now, so I would definitely be going
Looks
with the
like
trend.
the 01 of Mike Kelly stays out to take the lead again, as the 7 of Bad Fast also makes a pass on the 19 of Electric Blade. As Electric Blade is looking low, you have to think that the 01 of Mike Kelly might be running automatic here, as we're going to go up and ride along with our leaders here. 7 and Bad Fast is in the lead, as the 19 of Electric Blade for the first time this race is not in P1.
Oh, this is going to come down to the wire right here. Oh, he seems to get that bottom going. No one has seemed to get that thing going all right.
Let's see here. The 7 of Bad Fast is going to hold the high line and try to maintain that position as we are on the final lap here. The 19 of Electric Blade might be looking to make a slide job and does not get it. As the 7 of Bad Fast pulls away, we've got cars darting down. We've got contact on the back stretches. Cars are making positions from other cars messing up here. What are we going to have for the finish here?
Down the wall. He's losing 3
As the
spots.
7 of Bad Fast in the overtime thriller comes back to take the win over the dominant 19 car of Electric Blade, with Finchy Fanatic in the 2 rounding out the 3rd position, and the other positions have disappeared, so I'm not able to say them at the moment. We have the 22 of Walking by Faith in 4th, the 61 of Storm Rooster in 5th, the 98 of Little Bit Off, the 00 of Down and Out Racing, the 21 of Mystic Spook, the 51 of P-Dog Peyton, and rounding out the final spot is the 01 of Mike Kelly.
Yeah, that's been definitely hurt that 51 right at the end of the race. Running in 4th, 5th, and then got loose and finished 9th.
It's definitely an unfortunate break for him there, as he was running a very solid race, as many of these guys were. And what are your final thoughts on that race, Slugger?
It was a good, clean race, and the story of the season right there. That 19 car ended up losing right at the end of the race.
That is for sure. And I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and get the winner of the race here, which is Bad Fast, if you don't mind sending him an invite to get in. And we're also going to try to get the 19 of Electric Blade in here to talk. Yeah. I've got Electric Blade in here. I'll send him an invite. And we will go ahead and invite Bad Fast as well. And Slugger, that was quite the finish that we had there. It's kind of similar to some of the other finishes that we've had in other races so far, where it comes down to overtime with just one caution with a few to go, and the overtime thriller kind of decides it, as we are now joined by the winner of the race, Bad Fast.
Hello.
Bad Fast, we got one quick question for you, and that's, you're running behind the 19 of Electric Blade there for majority of the race. We're coming to overtime, and you make a pass on him off of pit road. What type of strategy did you use on pit road to make that pass?
I just put on 4 fresh tires, and the team gave me a fast pit stop. how it happened. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not gonna lie. Blade should have won the race.
That's
I'm
for
not
sure.
gonna
He
lie.
did have a very fast car all night, but I tell you what, you were always right there behind him and holding your own. You had a fast car as well, and you ran a very good race as you were subbing this week. And how does it feel to get a win here in the Intermediate Series, racing as a sub?
Feels pretty good.
Glad to hear it.
Oh, hold up. I gotta do this one thing for my friends. Cookies! Alright, I'm done.
All right, Slugger, do you have anything for Badfest here?
That was a nice clean race he ran. Honestly, I kind of wish we would have asked to run that 51 car, so we would have gotten the dub for my bad racing. But hey,
That's for sure. Badfast, do you have anything else you'd like to say before we get Electric Blade in here?
Not really.
All right.
Just happy I pulled it off.
Right place at the right time. You ran a very good race tonight. Congratulations on the win.
Alright. See y'all later.
Have a good one. Alright, so I did shoot one more invite to the 19 of Electric Blade as he was our dominant driver tonight. He won both of the first two stages and led the race all the way until we came down to the final overtime. We're going to give it a minute and see if he decides to join us here. As if you're in his shoes, you're definitely going to feel that was a very tough break for you. I know if I was in that position, I'd be a little upset myself, but in all, he ran a really good race, and he's going to definitely be looking very good in points after the race tonight as well.
yeah, he ran really good. Honestly, he put on a quick right at the end of the race, but he's definitely disappointed. I know he definitely is on Discord because he sent a few messages. But he should keep his head up. I mean, he's there at the end. His average finish is like second. So that definitely should bring him the points right now.
That's for sure. As we are now joined by Electric Blade. And Blade, once again, you had a really fast car. You dominated the entire race, and it just came down to the pits at the end there. What do you have to say about that? That's for sure. And I tell you what, it has to seem that after this race, you're going to be the points leader after some really solid finishes in pretty much every race we've had so far this season. I know you really wanted that win, and you're definitely a dominant car, and we're going to have to be keeping an eye out for you in the remainder of the season in both Elite and Intermediate. You're going to be coming back next week with a vengeance, looking to get the win? All right, we're glad to hear it. Slugger, do you have anything for him?
All I can say is what I said to you a couple weeks ago. You got to keep your head up high, man. You definitely want to take your favorites this week.
All right. Well, on that note, we thank you for joining us here, Electric. It was a great race today, just some unfortunate finish there, but we thank you for joining us again. And to everybody watching the stream, thank you for joining us tonight. We had fun broadcasting this race at Iowa. And join us next week as the Intermediate Series is going to be going to Mid-Ohio. It's going to be a fun race there. It's going to be definitely a driver's track. So go ahead and join us next week.